When famous people have babies, it becomes front-page news. For some reason, we only get to see celeb kids when they are still toddlers, so when they finally show up in the spotlight as adults, it can be a little shocking. Prepare to feel old because the last time you saw the kids on this list, they were still knee-high to their parents. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today we are showing you 10 celebrity kids all grown up. You won't even recognize a celeb's kid whose father made major headlines before she was even in middle school. Just wait until you see what she looks like now. Blanket B.G. Jackson. In 2002, the world got their first view of Prince Michael Jackson II, better known by his nickname Blanket. No one will forget the balcony incident at a hotel in Berlin. He's the youngest of the Jackson kids and also the one most forgotten. That might have something to do with the fact that no one saw his face until 2 weeks after his father passed away. Unlike his older siblings, he has shied from the spotlight. He also is one that had the hardest time adjusting to the fact that his father was one of the most famous people in the world, therefore making him famous by association. In the recent years, his older sister Paris has started embracing her celebrity and is even trying to launch her own career. That isn't the case for Blanket, who is now in his teens. He has, however, changed his name and no longer wants to be called Blanket. After years of bullying, the youngest Jackson now goes by BG. Considering he doesn't make huge headlines, we aren't sure what all he is up to these days. Even if you wanted to keep up with him for yourself, he appears to have no social media profiles. We just can't believe how much he's grown up, and hopefully he's adjusting nicely to being a teenager. We also hope to see more BG Jackson in the future. Until then, we will stick to worshipping his gorgeous older sister. Willow and Jaden Smith. For years, we've had the pleasure of watching Will and Jada Smith's talented children grow up in the spotlight. Son Jaden starred in the pursuit of happiness alongside his father Will, and daughter Willow had a smash pop hit with her song I Whip My Hair Back and Forth. Needless to say, the Smith kids had already left their mark on pop culture, and they weren't even in the double digits yet. Of course, they continue to do so thanks to their meta-philosophical tweets that still confuse the masses. Now, the Smith kids are all grown up, and they are as talented and beautiful as ever. In fact, Jaden has already moved out of his parents' home, even though he still visits when he's in town. Willow is still at home, but she is keeping busy with all her projects. In 2016, the pair got together for an interview and photo shoot with Interview magazine, and the outcome was stunning to say the least. The Smith children seem to be walking contradictions, being both intense and totally aloof in the same conversation. The good news is, while they are from a wealthy and well-known family, they still seem totally grounded and grateful for everything they have, which is all we can ask from a pair of celeb kids who have been famous nearly all of their lives. Ella Travolta. Ella Blair Travolta is the only daughter of A-list actor and megastar John Travolta. Over the years, she hasn't made many headlines, but she did steal the spotlight from her dad in 2009. The then 9-year-old starred alongside her father in the movie Old Dogs. Her father was of course more than happy to share her with the world. She even starred as Angel Gotti in The Life and Death of John Gotti. Considering she already has 2 movies under her belt, it's only a matter of time until we see more from Ella Travolta. Her father has stated that he wants nothing more than his daughter to be a household name. It seems like that won't be too far in the future, because the young girl is quite a talented actress according to her father. And while he does have a hand in his daughter's career, Travolta insists that he doesn't meddle in his teen daughter's dating life. This is no big surprise. What teen would want their father gushing about the guy she's dating? Thankfully, her mother keeps up with Ella's dating life, and as of 2016, the teen is still single, which if it were up to her dad, she would stay that way. We love seeing how close-knit the Travolta family is, and we can't wait to see what is next for Ella Travolta. Connor Cruz. Thanks to the fact that his father is one of the most famous actors on the planet, everyone knows Connor Cruz. For those of you living under rocks for the past 2 decades, Connor Cruz is the son of Tom Cruise. He was adopted in 1995 by his parents Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Sadly, his parents split when he was young, and he was mostly raised by his father. Over the years, Cruz had a strained relationship with his mother. Most people speculated this had something to do with his choice to be a Scientologist like his father. Cruz was homeschooled by his father's sister and wasn't in the spotlight growing up. Now that he is in his 20s, it seems like the years have been good to the young man. He has mended his relationship with his mother and stated that he loves her and his family means a lot to him. According to sources, he spends most of his time in Clearwater, Florida, which is a mecca for the Scientology religion. Apparently, Cruz also has a thing for the turntables because he now considers himself to be a DJ. In fact, he's been DJing since 2011 when he was only 16 years old. While many people in the music scene don't really welcome celebrity children DJs, that isn't the case for Connor Cruz. He actually books gigs all around the world, and he seems to have earned the music world's respect. Lily Rose Depp. Stop the presses because Lily Rose Depp daughter of actor Johnny Depp, is officially an adult. The daughter of a Hollywood heartthrob and a French model is putting her stunning genes to good use. She is starring in films, crushing the red carpet, and is even the face of Chanel's iconic fragrance No. 5. Though her resume is already impressive, her father admits that seeing his daughter all grown up freaks him out a bit. That may have something to do with the fact that back in 2007, Lily Rose got very sick. When she was just 7 years old, Depp was rushed to the hospital because an E. coli infection caused her kidneys to fail. Thankfully, she came out the other side and only spent 9 days hospitalized, but it was enough to light a fire inside her father. Johnny Depp now visits with parents of children who have cancer because he feels like he has been there himself. Now that Lily Rose is alive and well, it seems like the sky's the limit. She is stealing the spotlight on any red carpet she walks. And in 2016, she made her runway debut when she walked for a Chanel fashion show. She is definitely beautiful and, more importantly, talented. We know she is going to do great things, and we can't wait to see what those great things might be. Rafferty Law. Thanks to social media, Jude Law's son Rafferty Law has made quite the name for himself. Because of his good looks and his aloof personality, fans can't seem to get enough of him. We have to admit he could be his father's twin. That appears to be the consensus with everyone else as well. While he is barely in his 20s, Law is already making waves in the fashion industry. He signed to one of the best modeling agencies in London, Select Model Management. In 2017, he and a myriad of other celebs' sons posed for a Dolce & Gabbana campaign, and the results were jaw-dropping. When did all these boys grow up, and how did they become so good-looking? It's obvious that good genes run in the family. Now that he is an adult, Rafferty Law, or as he likes to call himself, Rap, has been named one of the most eligible bachelors in the UK. Not surprisingly, his father made the same list. Does anyone else think it's weird that a father and son both made the eligible bachelors list? They don't seem to mind. When Rafferty Law isn't busy with his modeling career, he fancies himself a DJ. He also has some killer guitar skills that he showed off while in the band Dirty Harry, proving that this is one seriously gifted celeb kid. Bindi Irwin. Who can forget the adorable Bindi Irwin, who often helped her wildlife host father Steve Irwin on his hit TV show The Crocodile Hunter? Our hearts broke when she lost her father, but his memory and amazing personality still live through his beautiful daughter. We can't believe how grown up she's become, and she also seems to have a great head on her shoulders. The teen is following in her father's footsteps by running their zoo in Australia. She also has a heart of gold like her dad and continues his fight for conservation. If you have your eyes on this young lady, then you should know that she is taken. She has a long-term relationship with an American wakeboarder, and rumor has it he's moved in. In early 2017, rumors spread that Bindi's boyfriend finally made the leap to move to Australia. It is also rumored that he is grooming himself to be the next Steve Irwin. He helps around the zoo and even hangs out with Bindi and baby Crocs. Considering how much these two post their love for each other on social media, it's safe to say they are the real deal. Only time will tell what is next for Bindi Irwin and her sweet boyfriend, but something tells us we will be seeing much more of them in the future. Katherine Schwarzenegger. If you can't tell by her last name who Katherine Schwarzenegger's father is, then we aren't sure what you've been doing with your life. Her father is the ex-governor of California and a huge action movie star, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Her mother, Maria Shriver, is also a pretty big deal, considering she's from the Kennedy family. Katherine had what we can only imagine was a dreamy childhood. If you ever see photos of her when she was younger, you may notice her horrible hairstyles. This is attributed to her mother cutting her hair until she was 13 years old. So, if you thought you had it rough, Katherine Schwarzenegger knows your awkward family photos pain. Though her family and childhood seemed to be happy, things took a turn in 2011. After some pressing, her father admitted to an affair with their housekeeper that resulted in a baby. Sadly, this scandal led to her parents having a very public divorce. Thankfully, the family has remained pretty close considering the situation. Katherine is even shining in her adulthood. She is an author and a lifestyle blogger. Plus, she really knows how to pull a home together. Just look how swanky her Los Angeles home is. Anyone else as jealous as we are? Katherine Schwarzenegger seems to be a triple threat, having beauty, brains, and talent, and we can't wait to see more from her. Sidney Simpson. Back in 1994, Sidney Simpson's father was all anyone could talk about. That is because of his alleged involvement in her mother's passing. That's right, Sidney Simpson is the daughter of the infamous ex-NFL player turned criminal O.J. Simpson. Even though he was found not guilty over 20 years ago, the jury is still out in the court of public opinion. For some reason, the world is still fascinated with O.J. Simpson's case. Because of that, he is still making headlines. Strangely, his daughter Sidney has been able to dodge the paparazzi and has remained out of the spotlight. limelight. Sources claim that Simpson actually lives a solitary lifestyle. She's now in her 30s and doesn't have many friends. In 2010, she graduated from Boston University with a degree in sociology. She then moved to Atlanta and later ended up in Miami. Rumors claim that she moved to Miami to live with her dad, but he ended up in prison. Because of that, the quick-thinking daughter of Simpson bought a house in St. Petersburg, Florida instead. Apparently, she opened her own real estate business and has purchased even more properties in Florida. Strangely enough, her little brother Justin Simpson also lives in St. Petersburg, where he is a real estate agent as well. It seems like the Simpson children have risen from the ashes and are pretty normal adults considering their tough childhood. HAILIE Jade Mathers. The world got their fill of HAILIE Jade Mathers when she was just a tot, thanks to lyrics in her father's songs. If you are having trouble remembering who her father is, his name is Marshall Mathers, but you probably know him better as Eminem. From the beginning of his career, his daughter has been a subject of his art. We even heard her vocals in his 2002 song My Dad's Gone Crazy. Through her father's music, we learned all about her parents' intense relationship, but then one day it seemed like the young girl all but disappeared. In 2017, HAILIE started making headlines for being all grown up. It looked like Eminem's little girl blossomed into a beautiful young lady overnight. We aren't complaining, we just wish we had been a part of it. Not only is she beautiful, but she also has a brain. Mathers was born in 1995, and when she graduated high school in 2014, she received top honors. These days, the beautiful girl is heating things up by posting gorgeous photos of herself on Instagram. She's also a student at the University of Michigan, where we can only assume she is making incredible grades to go along with her incredibly good looks. Even though it doesn't seem like she's going to have a career in the entertainment industry, we are pretty sure she still has an amazing future ahead of her. Which one of these celebrity kids all grown up shocked you the most? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to The Taco.